Hey, have you ever felt like your English is just a little unnatural? You're saying everything right, but something's not quite clicking. Well, a lot of the time it comes down to one simple thing: possessive pronouns. So in the next few minutes, we're going to get you using them perfectly so you can sound way more natural when you speak. Let's do this.
We've all been there, right? You're trying to say that a book belongs to you, but you kind of pause. Which one is it?
My book? Mine?
It can be confusing. Well, don't worry. We're about to clear that up for good.
So first up, let's talk about what I call the ownership problem. We're not just going to define these words. We're going to dive into what they are and, more importantly, why getting them right is such a game changer for making your English sound really smooth and effortless.
Okay, so what is a possessive pronoun? Well, it does two really important jobs. First, pretty obviously, it shows ownership, who something belongs to. But its second job is just as crucial. It lets you stop repeating yourself, which makes your sentences flow so much better.
And look at this. This example says it all, doesn't it? That before example, it's grammatically correct, but it sounds a little clunky, a little robotic. Now look at the after. This one is mine. So much better. It's efficient, it's natural, and that's exactly what we're aiming for.
All right, time to meet the stars of the show. Let's get introduced to the pronouns themselves. The good news is there are only a handful to learn, and I bet you already know their close cousins.
And here they are. It's actually pretty straightforward. On the left, you've got the subject pronouns you already know and use all the time, right? I, you, he, and so on. And on the right, you've got their possessive partners. So I becomes mine, you becomes yours. See the pattern? It's just a simple switch.
Okay, let's see these guys in action. We're just going to run through a few examples to get a feel for them. First one. This bag is mine. It's clear, it's direct, and you don't have to say my bag a second time.
Next up, that car is yours. This is a great way to put a real emphasis on the fact that the car belongs to, well, you.
Now for this one, the blue jacket is his. And here's a fun little tip for his. It actually works both ways. You can say his jacket or the jacket is his. It's the same word. So that's one less thing to memorize, which is always nice.
If an item belongs to a she, we say the red dress is hers. Just take a look at that S at the end there. That's going to be important in a minute.
And when we're talking about something you share with a group, it's simple. The house is ours. Super clean way to talk about shared ownership.
And finally, for a group of other people, we say, those seats are theirs. And there you go. You've just seen the whole lineup in the wild. Okay, now listen up because this next part is absolutely crucial. We're going to talk about a super common trap that people fall into. But trust me, once you understand this next point, you will never make this mistake again.
So here it is, the key difference, side by side. On the left, you have words like my and your. These are called possessive adjectives. Think of them as being a little needy. They always need a noun to go with them, like my book or your car. But on the right, those are our possessive pronouns. They're independent. They stand all by themselves. Mine, yours, hers. They don't need a noun because, in a way, the noun is already built into the word.
You know what? To make this totally foolproof, I've got 2 golden rules for you. Seriously, if you just remember these 2 things, you are going to nail this every single time.
Here we go. Golden rule number 1. No apostrophes. It is so tempting to write yours with an apostrophe, I know. But nope, it's wrong. It's always just yours, hers, ours, theirs. And golden rule number 2 is the big one. These pronouns always stand alone. You say, this pen is mine. You would never say, this is mine pen. Doesn't that just sound weird? So here's a great little mental check. If there's a noun right after the word, you know you've picked the wrong one.
Okay, you've got the theory, you've got the examples, you've got the golden rules. Are you ready to try it out? Let's do a quick quiz and see how you do.
Okay, first question. This phone is my or mine? Think about that second golden rule we just talked about, the one about standing alone.
And the answer is mine. Of course it is. It's at the end of the sentence, it's working all by itself, and it replaces my phone. Perfect.
All right, next one for you. That house is their or theirs? What do you think? Yup, you got it. It's theirs. It's standing alone, and hey, remember rule number 1? No apostrophe. You are on a roll.
Okay, one more to really lock it in. This is not your bag, it's her or hers.
And the answer is hers. Excellent. The word is replacing the whole idea of her bag, and it's standing proudly on its own. You've totally got this.
So there you have it. Just like that, you've mastered possessive pronouns. You're officially one big step closer to speaking English with more confidence and, yeah, sounding way more natural. So what's next? What other tricky grammar traps should we tackle together? Let us know. Thanks for diving in with me on this one.